Baltimore County, Maryland. It is probably Baltimore's #1 suburb. In this video here today, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a map tour of Baltimore County so you can kind of dive in, look at all the spots around the county and really get a good feel of what living in Baltimore County is like. And we're getting started with it right now. What's going on, everyone? It's Adam Taylor back again with another video all about living here in Maryland. Today, we're taking a tour around Baltimore County. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna share my screen with you and we're gonna do a map tour around Baltimore County. Now, I was not the one that thought up this idea. This video idea came from one of our viewers named Stephen Andreas 6004. And he asked, hey, can you do a video like this for Baltimore County? And the video that he was referencing was our Harford County map tour video. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out once we're finished here, but it's gonna be just like that video here today. So without further ado, let's jump into this video about Baltimore County. I'm gonna share my screen with you and we'll get into it right now. All right, my friends, here we go. Let's get into this Baltimore County tour for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with you. Here we are. The perforated line that you see all around the county is Baltimore County as we all know it. So let's just work this like a clock. We're going to start essentially at 12 o'clock here. In reality, I'm going to sum up probably a third of the county here right now. Anywhere where you see this light green color all throughout here, these are pretty rural areas in Baltimore County. It's no different over here in Harford County as well as Carroll County to the west. But let's look at this particular area here. So like Hereford's a great spot. And you have downtown Hereford here, which is in reality like 3 streets that you can see right here. But the thing that I love here is we can actually drill down sort of on these intersections. And in reality, that's what we're going to be doing here today, provided I can get my equipment to work. So here's what we've got. So in Hereford, it's not much. This is like the one traffic light in Hereford. Usually I'm coming from this direction right here, heading north here, and then you make a left at the next light when, you know, I was going to soccer tournaments or whatever it might be. Beautiful small community. What I love about Hereford, rolling hills, tons of space. Again, look, we're showing you pretty much the entire northern part of the county, essentially from Hunt Valley north, is all rural. It is beautiful up there. Now you can find, I've said it before, if you want multiple acres, you know, anywhere from probably 2 to 200 acres, you can find it in northern Baltimore County. As you go north, the highway that essentially bisects northern Baltimore County is Interstate 83. It's pretty much a breeze to pass through as you go north on 83. It doesn't get a little dicey until you get inside the Beltway. And then it becomes, quite honestly, just like you're at a racetrack. But this is all about Baltimore County here. Now, a couple spots that I want to highlight here that I really like. Number one, Greystone Golf Course. Those of you that are golfers, this golf course is phenomenal and will kick your butt and test your skills left and right. Another thing I really like doing, up here in Freeland, there's a campground called Merry Meadows. I have taken my kiddos here and we have had a blast. So those of you that are recreational campers, whether you're tent camping or you have a camper, I highly urge you to go. Halloween is probably the #1 time to go to this campground. It's phenomenal. And best of all, it's like 20 to 30 minutes away, depending upon where you live in the county. Now, Parkton, Hereford, you know, all of these areas here, Moncton, again, very rural in these areas, but you can find some beautiful homes. Maybe you don't want acres and acres of maintenance to take care of, but you want a nice size single family home, you know, probably 4,000 square foot or more. It's a big single family home. You can find it there. You will pay for it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you're going to be, I'd budget probably 900K or more for something in one of these neighborhoods in northern Baltimore County, but you are going to get the space to, you know, justify that price point. So now let's go back to Baltimore County here. Let me just reorient ourselves here. Real quick, guys, got to take a time out. If this is your first time to our channel, #1, I want to welcome you. My name is Adam Taylor. I run the Living in Baltimore, Maryland channel. And on this channel, we talk about all things Maryland. We talk about living here, working here, chilling here, and most importantly, getting out and enjoying the great state of Maryland. So if you're interested in learning more, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. It's the one that looks like the one over my shoulder here. Don't forget to give the little bell a click. That way you're alerted every time we put out another video just like this one. Now, as I mentioned all the time, my team and I, we are receiving phone calls, text messages, emails from folks all over the world looking to make a move here to Maryland, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about making a move, we'd love to help you out in your transition, but we need one thing from you. We need you to reach out and connect with us, so please give us a call, shoot us a text message, send us an email, or better yet, schedule your own one-on-one Zoom appointment using the link down in the description below. That way, you and I can hop on a Zoom call, get to know each other, find out your needs, and come up with a game plan to make your transition to Maryland a smooth and a successful one. So make sure you book that Zoom appointment down below. Now let's get back into the video because I want to show you the rest of Baltimore County. Now as we go to the east, let's just come down south and then we'll go east. So Cockeysville, Hunt Valley, great spots to work at. The most in Hunt Valley, there's a couple things in Hunt Valley. Actually, I have a family that live in Hunt Valley. Some pretty cool things that you can see in Hunt Valley. Number one, McCormick Spice Company is headquartered in Hunt Valley, Maryland. So what that means to you is you might be out going shopping over at the Hunt Valley Mall, whatever it might be, and you get this whiff of something really good in the air. It's McCormick Spice Company putting together all the spices that they make. So that's right here, ironically, on McCormick Road. That's a big thing. Andy Nelson's fabulous spot for barbecue. I actually used to work with Andy and his wife at my former brokerage, and they do a phenomenal job with barbecue. It's right on York Road. Go check them out. But York Road, speaking of York Road, I've mentioned this in my Towson vlog. Let's drill down here, guys, because I want you to see the street view here. Because York Road can get very congested. So you can see it is a 4-lane road right here. I think the speed limit might be 40 to 45 in this zone here. And it may not look like, oh, there's a lot going on. We're right by Valley View Farms here. But there's a ton going on. As you head south, right here, this is going south. As you head south, you're going to run into like a bazillion car dealerships as you get further down towards Towson. But it gets busier the closer you get to Towson, right? Let's zoom out here. We'll highlight some other stuff in Hunt Valley, Cockeysville area. The, not Mom and Pa Trail, but the NCR Trail. This is where it says Ashland Trail right here. This is sort of a great spot to go. I think I've mentioned it in some of my other videos, but this used to be an old railroad here, and they have converted it into a completely flat running trail. And when I say completely flat, I don't think the beach gets much flatter than this. I used it for my marathon training and it was great, but it is a little boring. Beautiful, just trek through the woods. Highly recommend going out there if you are training for something like a marathon. It's great, allows time to pass, and there's so many people out here. Big parking lot right here for you to park at. Lots of bikers are out there, and I can't remember if I've seen people on horses or not, but I'm sure people have tried, right? So that's something great to do. You have a lot of shopping here. There's a Wegmans shopping center right up here. This is also the start of the light rail. I've mentioned the light rail in numerous other videos, but the light rail is right here. See this little, whatever this thing is. Yeah, so there's a light rail station. So if you don't want to commute into Baltimore City, you can get right on the light rail right here and head on down into the city. So let's get out of Hunt Valley here. Other spots, Phoenix. Phoenix is very similar to sort of like, Sparks, Hereford, Moncton. Beautiful homes, good bit of land out there. There's some big farms. Ray Lewis, who used to play for the Ravens, he had a big house. I think it was out on Long Green Pike at one point in time. And it was sort of closer to Jacksonville here, but phenomenal area, beautiful homes, fabulous schools all throughout here. And that's the other thing. Going back to Hereford, is Hereford schools are very highly regarded. Now, I've mentioned this in my other Baltimore County videos that you guys probably have watched. And if you haven't watched them, go check them out, all right? But the Hereford area is at the highest elevation point in Baltimore County. And what happens is snow and ice form there before they do in the rest of the county, because some parts of the county are right at sea level. This is pretty much the highest point, highest and most northern point in the county. Therefore, when winter weather comes in, these kids are basically getting off of school or being delayed because of inclement weather, whereas the rest of the county, unfortunately, they have to go to school on time. So there's that, all right? Now, again, I'm going to go back, reorient ourselves here. So Timonium, I've done a whole vlog on Timonium. You guys can go check that out, but it is a great suburb, Lutherville and Timonium area. Phenomenal in here. I went through all the neighborhoods, so go dive in, check that out. I highlight Loch Raven Reservoir in there. This is a great spot to go. Free outdoor recreation. I mean, you can do some fishing over here. You can rent a canoe, take your kayak out onto the reservoir. There's no motorized boats, to my understanding, that are allowed out there. I know you can rent something, but this is our drinking water, my friends. So they want to be very protective of it. There's always lots of fishermen that are right here on this Delaney Valley Road overpass all of the time, but you can go all through this. And there's mountain bike trails, hiking trails all through this. When I was young, I used to mountain bike Loch Raven all the time and had a blast. Pine Ridge Golf Course. I highlighted that in the Timonium video as well. That's actually where I started the video, and great course. If you have kids and you want to get them in the golf program, go to Pine Ridge. I'm telling you guys, it's phenomenal. Now, as we head towards like the eastern section here, so Baldwin, parts of Baldwin are shared by Harford County and Baltimore County. Glenarm, pretty rural area. Matter of fact, this house that you see right here, they just rehabbed this and turned it into a cool little coffee shop. So it's ironic that it popped up here. It's right at the turn on Glenarm Road. But I want to show you one other thing. Bordy Vineyards. You guys want to have a fun experience, a fun date night with your significant other. Here's what you're going to do. You can go to Bordy during the summer months. So check this out. You get your bottles of wine, just like what's on the screen here. This patio right here becomes a dance floor. And they have like a band sort of over on this end playing music. And everybody comes on out, has a great time. It's big, like picnic. Now, what you're not seeing is over here to the right-hand side is where they have like this big wine tent set up, and then they'll have usually a food vendor over here on the right. But here's a picture of, well, it's probably a video of one of the bands playing. You can go on in, you can take tours there. You can't do it simultaneously while these events are happening in the summer months on Saturday evenings. But guys, I'm telling you, it's a phenomenal spot. Going out there. I've even taken, believe it or not, my kids out there. You may be saying, hey, what are you doing taking your kids to a winery? But it's family friendly. Years ago, I used to work for a bank, and they had like a big event out there, and it was a lot of fun. Now we're going to sort of go into my former neck of the woods. Now, I grew up in the Perry Hall area right here. Perry Hall, White Marsh area. It's sort of one and the same. And I've done a Perry Hall vlog. So if you guys haven't seen that, go check it out. This is back in the early days of me doing YouTube. But great community here. It's become, I hate to say it, it's becoming overpopulated in Perry Hall. Perry Hall High School is bursting at the seams. And unfortunately, there's nowhere else to put people. But fabulous community. Kingsville, another great spot. I'm in Kingsville multiple times a week going through there. Let's talk about White Marsh, because White Marsh comes up in so many conversations that I have with people, and it's because of all of the stuff in White Marsh that you can do. So they have the IMAX theater. This theater is huge. I just took my kids to see the Blue Angels movie. I'm a big sort of air show nerd, and if you haven't seen my Blue Angels vlog, go check it out. That was done just a few weeks ago. But great movie theater here. It's massive. Again, IMAX, but it's right on the avenue in White Marsh. So this is essentially like if you were to walk out the front door of the movie theater, this is kind of directly across from the movie theater, this whole courtyard here. And there's breweries and restaurants right all through here. But this becomes like an ice rink in the fall and winter, which is kind of cool that you can take your kids to an outdoor ice rink. All right. Lots of stuff to do over here in Perry Hall. Let's just sort of give you, I just want to find a decent area for you all to see sort of some of the homes. Like a lot of this stuff has been going on. Oh, go check out this Honey Go Park. This is a lot of fun, guys. This road used to stop right here at Ebenezer Road growing up, and they finally broke it all the way through to go all the way out to Bel Air Road, which was a huge thing. But all through here is construction that's been, you know, within the last 15 years. These are like right in here. You're looking at condos over here. Let me just show you. Let's see if I can pull this stuff on up. But you got these condos right here, Perry Hall Farms. But this is how I want you all to go out here. When you find a house, once you type it in and go and look around, this is the best way, I'm telling you, to see what's going on, because Google does a really good job. I mean, this was in June of 2022. Not much has changed here. They've got this shopping center here. You got to watch it. Police sit in here. And as you get further down near the school, there's a camera, a speed camera by the school there. So there's a little local tip. be safe and you know, watch your speed in school zones, guys. But great spot here, good restaurants. You got some townhomes right here. Single families are just down the way here, as well as there are some, you know, back towards the library over here. Let's get back out of that. I'm going to zoom out and we're going to keep going around this because I want to get through all of this with you, but I don't want this to be an hour and a half video. I mean, I could sit here and talk endlessly about things. Hey guys, real quick, if you are finding value in this video and finding this map tour extremely helpful, if you wouldn't mind doing me a favor, it's a small ask here. Would you mind hitting the like button down below? It's the one that looks like a thumbs up, just like this. By doing that, you are helping me on my mission to make this the #1 channel all about living here in Maryland. And with your support and doing something as simple as that, you're helping me out and you're helping this message get out to more folks who are looking to make a move here to Maryland. Now, the other thing, this is also a community I'm building here. I want a lot of interaction. I want this to be a place for people to ask their questions and get real honest feedback, not only from our team here, but all of the other Marylanders here. So drop your questions in the comments section down below, please. We want to help and answer any questions. And more importantly, we want to do videos just like this and listen to the folks that are watching our videos. I mean, again, this happened because someone asked for it. So drop any video requests down below. We'd love to help you out with that. Again, if there's anything you need, we are here to help and support you, but please ask any questions. Love for you to jump on in. Now, if you are a waterman, you love to fish, you want to be by the water, I'm telling you, you've got to come down in like the Middle River, Bowley's Quarters area. I'd say more Bowley's Quarters, because as you get down here, like, let's see if we can sneak a view down here. This is what you're looking at, but as you get out to the shore, my stepdad's family, actually, believe it or not, they used to own a home right out here, right on the water of the Chesapeake Bay. And let's see if we can zoom out so you guys can sort of see this here. See all these boat slips? That's the Chesapeake Bay, guys. And I believe it's the bay. If not, it's one of the tributary rivers going or creeks going into the bay. It's Galloway Creek. So right out here, you're looking at the Chesapeake Bay, but beautiful, beautiful waterfront homes. Some of them massive, some of them very modest too. But let's go on back in here and, you know, just kind of show you around here. So Bowley's Marina, it's probably the largest one in Baltimore County. You can see it here. If you've got a boat, highly recommend going. They've got, I believe it's Bowley's on the Bay right here. It's a great restaurant. Where to go? Where to go? I think this is it. Guys, I'm doing this in one take, so you got to bear with me here. But nevertheless, right in here, you're going to have some great places to eat all along the water. But if you want a waterfront home, this is where you got to go. In this vicinity here, you know, Wilson Point, Bowley's Quarters. Actually, this is where there's Bowley's on the Bay, because the Martin State Airport, this is essentially a private airport used by the Maryland National Guard. Right here, this is where the medevacs for the state of Maryland, at least one of their stations where they take off. And you can see fighter jets take off from here too. A-10 Warthogs all the time are taking off here. So really kind of a cool spot, but go to Bowley's on the Bay. There's Sunset Cove. This was a fabulous date night. Check out the view, guys. This is what you're looking at when you're having dinner. Now, I will warn you, I burned my arm on this stinking table here. It gets so hot in the summertime, and they're black metal tables. I burned my arm on it, but it was a great trip that my girlfriend and I took here recently. As we zoom on out, you've got Essex here, and let's see what else. We've got Dundalk as you go further on down, right in here. Now, we all heard about the Key Bridge collapsing, and that's right here where it says Fort Armistead. This is in Anne Arundel County on the other side of the bridge, but the bridge is no more, and even Google has gone ahead and updated it to reflect that there's no bridge there, unfortunately. Yeah, so again, please, my friends, keep these folks in your prayers because they're still dealing with a lot of nonsense. The port of Baltimore is getting near completion to being 100% open. We've got ships coming back in, and the last of the wreckage is being hauled away. Now, let's sort of swing it on over. We're going to, like I said, we're going to go Baltimore County, and we're going to keep going around the southern parts of the county. Now, as we go on this edge of the county here, sort of Brooklyn Park, Hillthorpe, Arbutus, Catonsville. Catonsville is a great community. I've mentioned it multiple times. Very established community, very, how should I say it, tight-knit community where there's so much like community involvement and things going on. Catonsville is a great spot for that, and some beautiful, beautiful homes over there. I was actually just over there not too long ago, and I couldn't believe some of the homes, quite honestly. They're absolutely fabulous here. Now, part of Ellicott City, a sliver of it is in Baltimore County, but the majority of it is in Howard County. So you've got Ellicott City over here, one of the top suburbs in all of the Baltimore metro area to live. These two are probably up in the top 5 right here. What's great about it is you're very convenient if you need to work in downtown Baltimore. In addition to that, you're very close to BWI, our airport here in the Baltimore area. So you've got a quick trip to Baltimore, BWI, or into the city. Now on the west side here, you've got Woodlawn over here. Now, one thing about Woodlawn, it gets very, very busy over here. Let me show you the reason why, if I can find it. It's right here. The U.S. Social Security Administration. So the entire headquarters for Social Security for all of the United States is right here in Woodlawn. And this campus, it's like a flipping college campus. It's so big. It's almost like, I think they have their own exit off of the Beltway just for Social Security Administration. So that is right here in Woodlawn. Now, I will be transparent with you. I don't sell a lot over here on the western side of town personally. I'm in and out of there a decent amount, but my knowledge base in reality is probably from sort of this Reisterstown, Owings Mills area over to the east, all the way down to, probably the southern portion. This little pie sliver over here, I don't sell a whole bunch in. But great spots in that particular area, Randallstown, as you go on out Randallstown Road, it's, you've got lots of homes out that direction here. And quite honestly, there's a lot of money in the northwestern side of Baltimore County. Areas like Pikesville, McDonough, like McDonough School, it's like $30,000 a year, if not more, to attend this prestigious high school here in the Baltimore metro area. As we sort of zoom on out, again, I want to get my boundary lines on up here. But the other, community I really want to highlight is Owings Mills. This is a very popular suburb, and it comes down to convenience, my friends. So you get to Owings Mills using Interstate 795 off of the Baltimore Beltway, which is 695 here. You take 795 all the way out here. And right in this particular area here, all of this is being built up. This Owings Mills, like town center, I don't know why these hotels are popping up, but all in here, my friends, like, let's just see if we can drill down here. This is all like brand new. I mean, it's sick. This Metro Crossing, they've done a phenomenal job with this. And I mean, you got World of Beer right here. This is beautiful. And one of the best things, this community is like almost like a self-sustaining community, meaning you can sleep there, you can work out there, you can get your groceries there, you can commute from there. The subway is right there. So back out, see the little train tracks right here, the little metro station? This is the metro line. You can take that into Baltimore. And guess what? That's the only subway spot presently in Baltimore. See, the subway line runs all the way down 795 and then ducks in and sort of does a beeline right into Baltimore City. But there are no other subway lines at the present time. There is talks of doing this red line out to the eastern side of Baltimore City, but nothing has come to fruition yet. All right. But I don't know why I've got hotels all up here. Sorry, guys. But, Owings Mills, fabulous spot. If you were a football fan, this is where the Baltimore Ravens have their training facility in Owings Mills. So a lot of times you'll run into players at the gas station or going out to eat. It's kind of a cool experience. And what's great about most of the players that play here in Baltimore, the professional athletes, they're all pretty cool. Like, they will come up, take pictures with you, greet your kids. So you're in for a treat. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some divas out there, and, you may, hopefully hope you don't catch them on a bad day. But, this town, we love our O's and we love our Ravens here. And they reciprocate the love. The players do, that is, and the coaches as well. So, but there you go. That's Baltimore County. Now, that was a quick tour around the county. I highly urge you to utilize Google Maps. Get on that street view, guys, and really dive into the area that you are looking to purchase a home in, or maybe even rent a place. Drive around. It's fabulous. Fabulous tool that I recommend to everyone. If a move to Maryland is in your future, whether it's here in Baltimore, Ocean City, Baltimore County, it doesn't matter. We handle the whole state. My team and I would love to help you out in your transition, but we just need one thing from you. We need you to reach out to us. So please give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule that Zoom appointment if you haven't done so already by using that link down in the description below. That way, again, we can hop on, plan this move out, and make it a smooth one for you. Now, before you go, I want you to check out this next video right here. This is your next step in learning more about life here in the great state of Maryland. Until the next video, my friends, remember, my team and I have your back from Baltimore down the bay, all the way to the beaches in Ocean City. We have you covered. Stay safe, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.